Joe Biden, born on November 20th, 1942, in Scranton, Pennsylvania, became the oldest person to assume the presidency.
Anticipated or imagined. He met the Ukrainian people,
including the loss of his first wife and daughter in a car accident in 1972. Despite these hardships, he remained committed to public service. Biden served as a U.S. Senator from Delaware for over 35 years, known for his work on foreign relations and crime legislation. In 2009, he became the vice president under President Barack Obama, playing a key role in economic recovery efforts and healthcare reform. In the 2020 election, Joe Biden secured the Democratic nomination and ultimately defeated incumbent President Donald Trump, marking his path to the presidency. As president, Biden has prioritized issues such as climate change, healthcare reform, and economic recovery, emphasizing unity and healing in a divided nation. Joe Biden's journey from Scranton to the White House exemplifies resilience, dedication, and a lifelong commitment to public service. Donald John Trump became the 45th President of the United States on January 20th, 2017. Known for his direct and unconventional style, his presidency marked a significant shift in American politics. Before politics, Trump made his mark as a real estate mogul. Trump Tower and numerous other properties became symbols of his business empire. Trump also became a household name through the reality TV show The Apprentice.
I don't know that that's a bad thing. I know a lot of people who say exactly what they're thinking.
Dennis, you're fired.
His unexpected rise in politics stunned many. Running as an outsider, Trump promised to make America great again, appealing to millions with his promise to shake up Washington. Trump's presidency was characterized by bold and controversial decisions on immigration, trade, and international relations. His America First policy resonated with many, but also sparked significant debate. Whether you view him as a disruptor or a savior, Trump's impact on American politics is undeniable. His legacy continues to influence the political landscape even after his presidency. Barack Hussein Obama II made history on January 20th, 2009, becoming the first African-American president of the United States. His election signified a moment of change.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear.
The office of President of the United States.
The office of President of the United States.
During his presidency, Obama passed landmark healthcare reforms, navigated economic recovery, and strengthened international alliances. His Yes We Can slogan became a rallying cry for a new era of change. Obama's legacy continues to inspire and influence, from his Nobel Peace Prize to his ongoing work with the Obama Foundation, focusing on leadership and community engagement. George W. Bush became the 43rd President of the United States on January 20th, 2001. His leadership was tested on September 11th. Bush responded with a declaration of the war on terror. Domestically, Bush implemented the No Child Left Behind Act to reform education. Despite controversies, his presidency left a lasting impact on U.S. foreign and domestic policies. Bill Clinton became the 42nd President of the United States in 1993.
People who kill the lives you say matter. Tell the truth.
Clinton's tenure saw significant social reforms, including welfare reform and advancements in technology. His administration embraced the digital revolution, laying the groundwork for the internet boom. Despite facing challenges such as the Monica Lewinsky scandal, Clinton's presidency is remembered for its economic prosperity and his focus on global peace initiatives. George H.W. Bush became the 41st President of the United States in 1989. He played a pivotal role in the peaceful end of the Cold War and witnessed the fall of the Berlin Wall. Bush demonstrated his leadership during the Gulf War, leading a coalition to liberate Kuwait from Iraqi occupation. Operation Desert Storm was a decisive military success. Domestically, Bush signed significant legislation, including the Americans with Disabilities Act. His legacy is marked by his commitment to public service and diplomacy. Ronald Reagan, the 40th President of the United States, took office in 1981.
Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate.
Known for his charismatic leadership, Reagan's presidency brought a new wave of conservatism to America. Reagan's firm stance against the Soviet Union, famously challenging Gorbachev to tear down this wall.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
was pivotal in the Cold War's end. His Reagan doctrine supported anti-communist movements globally. Jimmy Carter, the 39th President of the United States, served from 1977 to 1981.
Governor Reagan, as a matter of fact, began his political career campaigning around this nation.
Carter was known for his focus on human rights and his efforts to promote peace. One of Carter's significant achievements was brokering the Camp David Accords in 1978, a landmark peace agreement between Egypt and Israel. After his presidency, Carter continued his dedication to humanitarian work, including building homes for the needy, with Habitat for Humanity and receiving the Nobel Peace Prize in 2002. Gerald Ford became the 38th President of the United States in 1974, following Richard Nixon's resignation amidst the Watergate scandal. Ford is the only president to assume office without being elected as either president or vice president. One of Ford's most controversial acts was his decision to pardon Nixon for his role in the Watergate scandal.
Richard Nixon has committed, or may have committed, or taken part in during the period.
A move intended to heal the nation, but criticized by many. During his presidency, Ford faced significant economic challenges, including high inflation and unemployment. He introduced measures to combat these issues, though with mixed results. Despite his short time in office, Ford was known for his warm and approachable personality, bringing a sense of calm and decency to the White House during turbulent times. Richard Nixon, the 37th President of the United States, served from 1969 to 1974. He was the first president to visit China, a move that significantly opened up diplomatic relations between the two nations. Nixon was president during one of the most iconic moments in history, the Apollo 11 moon landing in 1969. His administration celebrated this monumental achievement in space exploration.
I just can't tell you how proud we all are of what you have done.
Thank you, Mr. President. It's a great honor.
He remains the only U.S. president to resign from office. Despite the controversy, Nixon's influence on American foreign policy and his efforts in environmental protection are noteworthy aspects of his complex legacy. Lyndon B. Johnson, the 36th President of the United States, assumed office in 1963 following the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy. His leadership during this turbulent time marked a significant chapter in American history. Johnson is best known for his Great Society program, aimed at eliminating poverty and racial injustice. His policies expanded civil rights, public broadcasting, Medicare, and Medicaid. His presidency was also marked by the controversial escalation of the Vietnam War, which led to significant national protests and shaped U.S. foreign policy for decades. Johnson's legacy includes landmark civil rights advancements, such as the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965, cementing his commitment to equality and justice. John F. Kennedy, the 35th President of the United States, took office in 1961.
We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
Known for his inspiring vision, he championed civil rights, space exploration, and economic reform. In 1961, Kennedy set an ambitious goal for America: to land a man on the moon by the end of the decade. His call to action ignited the space race and led to historic achievements in space exploration. Kennedy was a strong advocate for civil rights. His support for racial equality
has been notified.
Tragically, Kennedy's presidency was cut short by assassination in 1963. Despite his brief tenure, his legacy of bold vision and inspirational leadership continues to resonate.